essentially when you are wearing glasses, and my glasses look like this. They are very bold and black and big on my face. I want my face to be as matte as possible, and I want it to be so that I don't have to touch up my makeup throughout the day. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my face, because it's just too hard. It's too hard to get underneath there and make sure, you know, oh, I've got a crease under my eye, I gotta wipe it off. Yeah. We want everything to stay in place and be as matte as possible, because when you are working with as big of frames as I have, a lot of glare is on your face, so you kind of want to minimize the amount of shine that's on the rest of your face. And I'm going to start with my two favorites that I like to combine, and that is the Nars Pro Prime and the Smashbox Pore Minimizing. I do have pretty big pores, and these two working together just seem to get it done. So I'm gonna start with the Nars first, and I'm gonna actually roll my sleeves up because it gets a little messy in here. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna just put a little bit on my fingers, rub it around. Oh no. I gotta put my hair back somehow. And then I'm gonna put this everywhere that I normally get really oily. This is what you have to do when you don't tie your hair back. You have to like do a handstand to make sure your hair doesn't touch your face. And then I'm going to take the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. And this is a lot of primer, I know, but I am just wicked oily. So that's what I do. If you didn't want to wear makeup at all one day and but you have like an oily face, or you want to mattify something, this is really great. You can just put this on and you're matte, completely matte. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and apply my foundation. And since we don't want to have to touch this up, since we've got, you know, frames on our face and it's hard to get everywhere, I'm going to stick with my Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup Foundation. And I am now in 1C1 and it's Cool Bone. And it looks like that. I had to go get color matched because my other shade had become officially too dark for me. So I went and got color matched, and the poor lady at the Estee Lauder counter was like, I don't know if we have a shade to match you, you know, you're so pale. And I was like, so I am taking my Morphe S9 4 brush and I am patting this all over my face and neck. Everything needs to be matte when you're wearing glasses because there's such a large amount of shine from the lenses. If you wear a highlight or a shimmer on your face, the whole thing can look oily unnecessarily. Then I'm going to take my Cinema Secrets makeup brush cleaner, and after every use I'm going to spray this directly on the brush like this. And I'm going to take a paper towel and run it along there, and that'll keep your brushes from turning really, really hard. I just breathed it in. I don't recommend that at all. All of that foundation came off on that paper towel. That's amazing. I'm going to take my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW20, which is now pretty much the same color as my skin. So my highlighting benefits are gone unless I go get a spray tan, and that's has not happened yet. And I'm going to take my Morphe S4 brush, and it looks like that. And I'm gonna put this underneath my eye, and I'm not going to go too far down because we're going to have the glasses on, so it doesn't really matter. And down the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, on my chin, my cupid's bow, and my nose, and into my inner corners where it's really dark. I'm gonna take my beauty blender and blend that out. Next I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, and I'm going to take the banana shade right there in the middle in my Real Techniques setting brush, and it looks like this, and you can get this at Ulta and it's very affordable. I'm gonna set everywhere that I put my concealer. The banana shade just adds a brightening effect to your under eye. I really like this brush because it gets right in where your dark circles would be. So once that's on, I'm going to take my Morphe M400 brush. This is very Morphe brush heavy tonight, but I really like their brushes so far. And my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte 16-Hour Matte Finish Powder in Porcelain, and I'm going to set the rest of my face. So now that our face is nice and matte, I am going to go ahead and contour. And I'm going to contour, I'm not just bronzing, I'm bronzing and contouring because I really want the focus to be on the skin since we're actually not going to do much with the eye. I'm going back in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, and I'm going to take this very taupey gray shade right there and my Nars Ita brush and carve out my cheekbones first. I'm going to do my nose really lightly. Just like that. And then whatever's left on the brush, I'll just do my jawline. So the next thing I'm going to do is bronze. I'm going to take the same palette and I'm going to take this lighter shade here and my Sigma Small Contour F05 first. I'm going to blend this upward from the line that I created. And I'm going to take this on my temples too. So then I'm going to take my Morphe blush brush. I believe it's a blush brush. I believe it's a blush brush because of the way it looks, but there's nothing on the handle to tell me. So I'm assuming that's what it is. And I'm gonna take my NYX blush in Mocha. It looks like that. It's beautiful on the skin, and I love the packaging. I love this packaging, and it's a drugstore. It's very affordable. And I'm going to put on some blush, and I'm gonna make that blend into my contour. It's okay to let your blush kind of pop when you have glasses on because, again, we're not going to do a lot to the eyes. And then once that's done, I'm going to take my Morphe M462 as always, and I'm going to blend out the rest of my face so that there's no harsh lines. Okay, so this is the star of the show. So whenever you are wearing glasses, you don't want your brows to be little skinny invisible lines on your face because you already have frames framing your face, so you want these to stand out even more. I know it sounds a little counterintuitive. You're like, well, I don't want a bunch of lines on my face. Like, what are you talking about? It's okay, I promise. You want them to frame your face, and it actually works out better if they're bolder when you have glasses on. So I'm going to take my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Chocolate and my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in Ebony. And I'm also going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills number 12 brush with the spoolie on one end and the angled brush on the other to put the pomade on. So I'm going to work on my brows and get back with you because that's a whole other thing. But I'm going to go ahead and fill my brows in really thickly, not unnaturally so that it looks bad, but I want them to be bold, I want them to be dark because you want them to frame your face just like the glasses are going to do. And again, I know it sounds counterintuitive, but trust me, it looks so much better with glasses when you have your brows at least filled in somewhat. I mean, you just don't leave them there, do something with them, even if it's just brow gel. Okay, so my brows are on, and as you can see, they're pretty bold. I'm still struggling with the pomade, so if the shape's not exactly right for both of them, forgive me. I'm gonna go in with my Tinted Brow Gel in Chocolate. It's also by Anastasia Beverly Hills, so I'm going to take that and I'm going to wipe off the excess product because if you don't, it will gunk onto your eyebrows essentially. Nobody likes that, so I'm gonna take that and run that through the hairs just to set everything in place so it doesn't budge. So I'm actually going to go in with my MAC Studio Fix in C3 because my L'Oreal powder is not keeping me matte at all. Look how dewy I am. And it may be because it's kind of warm in here. Now that the brows are done, we're going to move on to eyes. So the only thing I'm going to do to my eyes at all is liner because you've already got these giant frames on your face. You don't need any more than that. So I'm actually going to take a pencil liner, and this is the Estee Lauder Pure Color Intense Kajal Eyeliner. And it's a little sample one. I haven't broken down and actually bought the full size. So I'm gonna just take this and I'm just going to do a normal line right where the lash line is. I'm just gonna thicken it. You can do a flick if you choose. I just don't find it necessary when you've got your glasses going on. It's like it's too much in my opinion. Just to the edge. And it doesn't have to be perfect, we're just thickening up the lash line essentially. And if you have trouble with pencil liner, you can just create little dashes as you go, just like if you were sketching a line and you wanted it to be really straight on paper, you want it to be pretty consistent in thickness on your eyelid as well. So you just can create little short strokes, little short dashes, and connect that, and that'll create your line overall. So once that's on, you're done with your liner, because it doesn't have to be perfect, because what we're going to actually do is curl our lashes. So what that's going to look like is it's going to make that line kind of dissolve into your lashes, and your lashes will just look really thick and luscious underneath your lenses. I'm just using my MAC eyelash curler, and I'm gonna be sure to try not to smudge that line. I'm gonna really curl my lashes, especially because they will touch my lenses if I'm not careful, and that's really aggravating. So then I'm going to take the Maybelline, the Rocket Volum, I don't know, Volume Express mascara, and just put that on my lashes now that they're curled. So that is all we are going to do with the eyes, because the bottom of the glasses acts as sort of a, I don't know, the bottom of your lash line kind of, so you don't really need anything else on the bottom there. So then I'm just gonna go in with more of a brighter lip color, and I'm not gonna go in with a nude, I'm just gonna go in with more of a pinky tone. So I'm taking this Revlon Colorstay lip liner in Natural first, just to outline my lips and fill them in a little bit. Next I am taking the Milani Catwalk pink lipstick, and it looks like that, and I'm really excited. This is the first time I've tried it, so I really like this lipstick. So once your lipstick is on, you want to go ahead and set your face with a setting spray. This is gonna help just tone it down where your glasses are gonna hit your nose, and you know, it makes those little dents in your makeup. It's just gonna help that not be so bad. You're still going to get them, but it'll, you know, act as a little bit more of a barrier, and it won't look so ridiculous at the end of the day when you take your glasses off. I'm going to use my Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. So once that's dry, you have the finished product. It is ready to go. Just put your glasses on. I had to clean mine first because they were looking a little dingy, and I thought, you know, the lights are probably gonna pick that up and they're gonna be like, ew, our glasses are gross. So I went ahead and cleaned mine. So that is the makeup for glasses. Everything is matte. You don't want any shimmer because you can see the glare already happening. We've already got enough of that. We've already got enough oil on our faces. We don't need any extra shimmer, so I didn't do a highlight. I just did matte contouring, matte bronzing, matte foundation, matte powder, everything like that. And then I didn't really do anything to the eyes because all you need is that top layer of liner. And I didn't do a wing either because I just thought that would be a little bit too much, especially for my type of frames. If you have a lighter frame of glasses, you can probably get away with a winged liner. I don't see a reason for it with mine being as bold as they are. Everything in my wardrobe is bold, including my eyewear. And as you can see, the eyebrows really help to frame the face. So I hope you guys enjoyed and you learned a little something from this tutorial. It's a rainy day here in Georgia, so I'm in my hoodie with my messy bun going on up there, and glasses are just appropriate for that kind of look. I think it's cute. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Give me a like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out, really helps me further my career here on YouTube. And I love you all, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah! See you, bye. Hey, Lily. Lily. Max. Max. Okay.
I'm gonna let you go. I'm getting on the tube. It's so foggy right now.
Okay, I'm filming.
Okay, I hope it's going well.
It is.
Okay, I'll probably be home about 30 minutes or so. I'm not too far, so. I
hope I'm done by then.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, love you, bye.
Love you, bye. It's also by Anastasia, Beverly. So, let's go.